Okay, so finding that 90-degree angle from your hips and your back, good. And we're thinking of that long spine again. We're coming through the spine and then we're arching and bending the knees. Coming through the spine, arching and bending the knees. Really trying to go through each vertebrae. Good. Breathing in to come up and breathing all the way out to go down. Breathing in and out. When we're arching, we're really trying to think of that upper back. So this part of our back. And we're using our core to bring the spine up. And then we're going to spot and we're going to look underneath one arm. So we're going to look underneath the right arm and bend the left leg. And then underneath the left arm, bending your right leg. Really sitting into that hip of the leg that's straight. And again, trying to get that long spine. Good. Take it nice and slow. Make sure you're going through the spine, arching up. Again, we're breathing all the way in and all the way out to come down. All the way in, all the way out to come down. If you've got a tighter side, you can hold that side a little bit longer if you want to. Good, okay. Breathing all the way down, bends the right knee, lengthen the left arm up, and then follow that arm up, and then swap sides. We're breathing all the way up, we're coming down, we're bending the left knee, lifting that right arm up, following it up, and again. Lengthening through, lifting up. Breathing in, and then all the way out. Arms out in second. And then swing that leg over to one side and to the other. Trying to keep those shoulder blades on the floor if we can. Going through that front stretch in between so you're opening out the hips. And use the weight of the leg to really go for it. Just let it swing. coming up onto our elbows and opening out the hips. Closing in and opening it out. And opening it out. Good. In and out. In and out. Really go to your max before you let that other knee come in. Okay, standing up now. You're going to come down, but you're going to try and keep that back straight. Then you're going to let it go and then come back up. So you're trying to keep that back straight and then coming back up. So it's the same motion that we did at the start, but going all the way down this time and not bending the knees. Take it nice and slow. Breathing in to come down. All the way out. Really think of those shoulder blades opening as you go down as well. And those shoulders are opening with the flat back until they have to close. Okay, bring in the right leg in front, left leg behind. And we're doing the same here. Try and keep that back nice and straight and we're breathing in. Breathing all the way out to come down. Breathing in. And all the way out to come down. Really trying to lengthen that spine. Good. And try and make sure that our hips are square. So we've got them facing towards the front. Yeah. Coming down to the knee. And we're going over the leg for 4. And into a lunge for 4. Over the leg. And lunge. Pull that hip back when we're going over the leg. And lunge. Over the leg. And then we're going to hold it here in this lunge. If you want to put your hands on the floor, put your hands on the floor. Just try and think of that spine being long if we can. So lengthening that pelvis down. Good. You can place your hands on your knee, good. Breathing all the way in. Take a deep breath out and try and relax. And then we'll come pulling the leg back and lengthen over, and we're going to hold it here. Again, try and think of that spine elongating and then lower yourself down. Good. Take a deep breath in, deep breath all the way out. As you breathe out, lower yourself a little bit closer towards that knee. And again, deep breath in, deep breath all the way out, lowering yourself down. Last one, deep breath in, deep breath all the way out, lowering yourself down. Hold it here. And then coming to the front, standing up. You're going all the way opening out, and then all the way opening in, and then coming down, reaching the left arm up, stepping the right arm back, stepping back up, swapping sides, all the way out, all the way in, lunging down, reaching, and then coming back up. And all the way out. Lifting it all the way in. Reaching across, and then stepping back up. All the way up. All the way in. Reaching down, across, and coming back up. All the way out, all the way in, reaching up, and back up. Last one. This time we're holding a lunge and rotating, and then turning back. Keep the knees straight, yeah. And we're rotating the feet, sending that hip down, and then back into the lunge. Good. And again, rotating round. Back into the lunge. Rotating round. Back into the lunge. Do 2 more. And then we're going to bring ourselves all the way back up to do the left side. Standing up. Turning left leg in front, right leg behind. Square those hips up if you can, to make sure that so the front leg is nice and in parallel. The leg is turned out at the back just so that it's comfortable. So it's not turned out, it's just comfortable for the position. Lengthening the spine, and we're going down. And breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And all the way out. All the way in. Really try and pull that hip back if we can. If you need to bend your knee slightly so that it's not straining so much, bend your knee. Last one. And then come down, bending the knee onto the floor. Straightening that leg, we're going over the leg for 4. And into a lunge for 4. Open the leg. Pulling that hip back, lengthening the spine, lunging forwards. So we're always trying to extend that spine to go into it, so we're getting the correct stretch rather than a forced stretch. Good. Last one, and we're going to hold the lunge here. Holding the lunge. Placing your hands on the floor, lengthening that spine. Taking the hands to knee if you want to. Take a deep breath in, deep breath all the way out. Relax. Let any tension go. Don't hold the muscles. Nice one, deep breath in, deep breath all the way out. And then we'll pull that hip back, straightening the front leg, and then lengthen the spine and hold it here. Good. We're taking a deep breath all the way in. Deep breath all the way out. As we breathe out, we're lowering ourselves down to the knee a little bit further. And again. Deep breath all the way in. Deep breath all the way out. Lowering ourselves down a little bit further. Last one. Deep breath in. Deep breath all the way out. As we breathe out, we're lowering ourselves down. Hold it here. Think of that spine extending if we can. And then we're coming back to standing up. We're going to do what we did on the other side. So starting with that leg, we're going all the way out. All the way in. Coming down. Reaching. And stepping up. And again. Out. And in. Reaching down. Lengthening. And up. And in. And out. Coming down. Lengthening. And stepping up. In. And in. Lengthening down. And coming up. Out. And in. Lengthening down. And up. Out. And in. Lengthening down. Hold it here. And then we're going to rotate. So we're rotating the feet. Bring that hip down. And coming back into a lunge. You can place your hand on your knee if that's comfortable for you. Again, here use your breath to relax into it. Then come into a seated position. Bring that right leg across the knee, lying onto our back. Grabbing the leg underneath. Try and keep your pelvis flat on the floor. And then you can use your elbow to push that knee to the side. Releasing that. Extending that left leg, tuck the right leg under, and we'll stretch out the quads on this side. Then you can bend that knee if you want to and pull that foot in a little bit closer. Coming back onto our back, left leg's bent, bring the right leg up. Breathing all the way in, all the way out. As we breathe out, we'll bring the leg in a little bit closer towards us. And again, deep breath in, deep breath all the way out, legs coming a tiny bit closer. Last one, deep breath in, deep breath all the way out, relaxing it closer, and releasing it. Other side, we're bending the leg across, clasping the hands underneath the right leg, using that elbow to press the knee down, and holding it here. Keeping that pelvis on the floor if we can. Again, here you can use your breath to ease it in a little bit closer if you want to. Lowering that leg down, tucking it under, extending the right leg. Coming onto the elbows, stretching out the quad. We're trying to keep our hips on the floor here, so don't arch the back. If you want to, you can bend that right leg. Bring that left leg in towards you a little bit closer and feel the stretch in a different area. And then we're coming onto our back. Right leg's bent, our hips are on the floor, pelvis on the floor. We're going to bring that left leg up towards us. If you want to bend the knee ever so slightly to ease it, you can. And we're holding it here. We're going to breathe in, breathe all the way out, and ease that leg a little bit closer. When we ease it closer, we're trying to extend that knee if we can. And again, deep breath in. Deep breath out, extending the knee, easing it in closer. Last one, all the way in. And all the way out. Easing it in closer. Holding it here. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and relax. Shake it out. Grab your knees, bring them into your chest. Try and let your pelvis relax down to the floor. Just massage your back against the floor. Lifting the legs all the way up, you're going to grab the outsides of your feet and bend the knees. Holding it here in happy baby. Trying to let that pelvis drop down to the floor. If this is too uncomfortable for you, you can bring your feet together, drop the legs down and grab your ankles and hold it here. If you want even more of a stretch, you can grab your big toe and extend the legs out to the side. This should not feel forced, so if this feels forced, go back into one of the other positions that's comfortable. We're trying to let the muscles relax and not tensing them to push them to do the things that they can't do. If we ease into it slowly, they'll relax and you'll find yourself improving quicker. Slowly bring the legs in, rolling all the way up. Lengthening the legs out. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to cross the right leg across, twisting the spine. You can either place your elbow over your knee, or you can clasp, hooking the knee in the elbow. Let the knee drop down to the floor, still on top of the opposite leg, pulling that hip back, extending over. This one's intense, we're only going to hold it for a little while, but it's stretching out all the nerves that get tight. Because a lot of the time, it's also our nerves that are tight and not just our muscles. So we have to stretch our nerves. Use your breath to relax into it. Swapping sides, lifting up tall, placing that left leg over the top, clasping and twisting the spine. Dropping that knee down to the floor, lifting up, elongating the spine, extending over that leg. And when you find a place that's comfortable, place your hands where you can on the floor, on your shin, or on your ankle. And try and relax into it. Both legs extending in front of us, lifting all the way up and going over. Again, use your breath, deep breaths in, deep breaths out, relaxing. Coming all the way back up. And we're going down again, lifting up and going down. Pulling yourself in closer to come up. One more time. All the way up, all the way over. Rolling up through the spine. Rocking forward. Coming into down dog, stretching out the calves, just going through the feet. Walking your feet towards your hands, bending the knees, rolling up through the spine.